The reputation of Vanguard Zombies is no secret. It is an underdeveloped, unfortunate consequence of Activision needing to release zombie content with Vanguard. And while everyone else has their ideal way of saving Vanguard Zombies, I have the solution that I believe to be the most fun, effective, and realistically has the best chance of actually being implemented. When looking at the future of Vanguard and Vanguard Zombies, we have to ask ourselves, what future does Vanguard Zombies even have? I mean, it was released in such a poor, disappointing state that it begs the question, is it even worth putting that much more effort into it? In my opinion, no. But I've already made that video, so be sure to check it out. Unfortunately, Treyarch and Activision have put themselves in the situation where they need a content schedule for the remainder of Vanguard's lifecycle. What Treyarch needs is a piece of content that is easy to develop, easy to replicate, and can steadily pump out for the next 7 to 8 months. Oh yeah, and the community has to enjoy it too. Luckily for Treyarch, this piece of content already exists. Onslaught. Onslaught is, I imagine, easier to develop, easy to replicate, and Treyarch has proven they can pump out Onslaught maps months and months in a row. And most importantly, the community enjoys Onslaught. I think this has the most realistic chance of being implemented because of the bare bones nature of Onslaught. Onslaught doesn't have wall weapons, a mystery box, a crafting table, doors, or any of the other conventional zombie dynamics. This means the developers don't need to design and implement those more complex mechanics, making this mode easier to develop. Not only that, but in Cold War, these Onslaught maps were literally just multiplayer maps. No need to redesign or change the environment for a more zombie-themed mode. That being said, Treyarch, if you are planning on Onslaught returning, I think that would be the way to make Onslaught even better than what it is. But for Vanguard's purposes, just use the base multiplayer maps and that'll do just fine. Not to mention, Vanguard multiplayer has the most multiplayer maps we have seen in years. This means there are so many different maps to choose from in order to create fun and unique zombie experiences with. But most importantly, Onslaught is just the simple, zombie-killing fun that we all know and love. Vanguard Zombies is just so different than traditional zombies, and I think that style of gameplay does have merit in the zombie mode, but the way it's implemented into Vanguard is very primitive and, truthfully, pretty boring. I believe Onslaught could provide players with that bare-bones zombie-killing experience that they've been itching for in this new engine. With that being said, I am not a game developer. I don't know how easy it would be to implement this mode. I imagine it would be easier compared to like a round-based map or a survival map, but I also remember making this video talking about how I suspect Treyarch has had to recreate everything from the ground up with this new engine. Now, while Onslaught is a bare-bones mode, it still has some deeper mechanics that make it work on a fundamental level. For example, the chalice that pack-a-punches your weapon that has 3 tiers, armor vests that give you armor which also have 3 tiers, ether tools that increase your weapon's rarity, and perk drops that grant you a random perk. And let's not forget we're in Vanguard Zombies where we have covenants and upgradable field upgrades. So how would those get implemented into Onslaught? Plus, Vanguard only has 2 elite enemies that they could use for those elite rounds. Could that lead to boring and repetitive gameplay? Especially seeing as one of those elites is Zabala the Deceiver, one of the most annoying boss zombies in the franchise. These may be small changes that don't seem very daunting, but I'm sure it takes a healthy amount of development time to get these things working properly, especially if they are coding them from the ground up like I suspect they are. That being said, I still believe Onslaught has the lowest barrier for entry when it comes to the round-based bare-bones classic zombie content. If there were a mode where players could just jump in and kill zombies, grind XP and weapon camos, that would be amazing. Onslaught is truly the ideal mode for everyone involved here. The community knows Vanguard is a flop. They should know not to expect much more than the bare minimum this year. Onslaught provides a way for developers to take it easy and prevent themselves from overdeveloping a mode that is already a lost cause. But it also provides the fans with a fun and familiar gameplay experience that they already enjoy. I believe Onslaught could truly save Vanguard Zombies. Speaking of things fans are already familiar with, be sure to check out this collaboration I did with Zombie Who about survival maps and how I don't think they are the end-all be-all salvation of the Zombies mode. Join my Discord, subscribe, and stay beautiful.